within my practice, I embrace uncertainty, but also unpredictable outcomes. Process is very important in that way, much more probably than the outcome itself. I'm Lorna Simpson. This is my studio in Brooklyn, New York. The title of the exhibition, Source Notes, it's kind of homage to my way of working, using archival images from Ebony or Jet magazines or just photography that I've either found on auction sites or just come across in garage sales, just looking and kind of recontextualizing photography and image making in a way that allows me to play with those images and to make something new. Coming from working in photography, the shift to painting started with works on paper, making collages and watercolors and drawings, which was a very intimate way of working that I had not really worked. They feel like it's my subconscious and just working idiosyncratically. After a while, I kind of thought, well, it would be interesting to see a different scale. I think I've never been afraid of scale. I think earlier in my career, late 80s, early 90s, photography wasn't supposed to take up that much space. There was an exhibition in the 80s at the Met with the Zubran painting Saint Agatha. It's this kind of towering female figure that is holding a plate, and on the plate are her breasts. So it's very surreal, but also quite a disturbing image. She stands calmly with this offering, existing outside of the violence. That did have a huge effect on me in terms of the kind of power of an image with regard to scale. It's more unusual for me to make small works than it is for me to make larger works. It's about occupying a certain kind of space within an institution or within a gallery space. But it's also a relationship to the body. And so that is always at play. The opportunity of being invited by the Met to have a selected group of works kind of at the close of the Kimmelman Gallery is an amazing opportunity. To date, I have not had a kind of singular show that showed a kind of scope of that work of paintings, which is over a 10-year period. The exhibition comprises of over 20 paintings of these different veins. Landscape, which has icebergs that are not real places, but a kind of collage of imagery. Heads that are collaged together out of ads and advertising, and they kind of comprise into a singular portrait. And also meteorites, one of which is a new work that has been collected by the Met. I did go back to a source material which has fueled a lot of this work, a Smithsonian book about meteorites. There's also a vitrine that has a series of collages that I've made early on, some of which influenced the paintings in terms of their content, and some of them that is kind of an ongoing obsession and kind of practice of making collage kind of very analog. There's one image of a work recently of a person in a bikini walking down a beach with a head of a mascot tiger. And that's just a photograph. There's no collage to that. So I am very attracted to these images that are completely absurd, and it is those images that immediately get incorporated to the work. The process of painting itself has all this liquidity of inks, directing the flow of paint to delineate or accent different areas. And so it's this dance. It is interesting and surprising because it is using paint and acrylic in a way that I can try to control, but I cannot completely control, which can be really interesting and messy. Some paintings that are large have my footprints in them because I'm trying to back out of the painting to finish painting it. But I'm also not precious about the work that I make, meaning being comfortable with the outcome. Sometimes the image becomes clear, and then sometimes it creates all kinds of textures and obliteration of the image, like the landscape itself is disappearing. It's really interesting in terms of working how quickly time goes and passes, but also an opportunity to reflect on the work that I've made. I think in this particular moment as an artist, it's important to just keep making work, not in a kind of productivity way, but to try to maintain one's connection to what it is you do.